You go, Juicy. If I can remember. This sofa is huge. This was the sofa I originally was gonna get. Look, like you sinking into it. It's so comfy. Hey, 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 no. Come. Here you go.
How you
So I don't mean to put y'all in my business, right? But I took some testing ADHD medication, like one pill, to see how it addressed like just my overthinking and things like that. And the first day it worked great, as you can see, because when I tell you I was able to have clear thoughts and focus without that annoying voice in my head narrating, and without getting too distracted by like Instagram or what's that other one? TikTok, because I'm not really on Instagram, but just social media, like including YouTube. So the first day was fine. I didn't experience any crashes. I wasn't like energized like the Energizer Bunny, and I wasn't like laser beam focused, but it just kind of like cleared the fog, and I was just able to like just get what I needed done. I didn't have to write down a to-do list, because I find often that to keep me on track I have to like write a lot of lists. So I didn't need to write a lot of lists. Just me knowing what I had to do was sufficient, and I was able to get everything that I need done. So I did all the windows, I cleaned the whole house, I did the deep cleaning, I did my once a month cleaning that I've been having to get to because I live on the first floor, and when you live on the first floor, you get ants, you get the water bugs from outside, you get these beetle things, um, we get silverfish. So once a month, I don't wait for the exterminator, because I'm usually not home or I forget to sign up. I don't wait for the exterminator. I do my own treatment. So that includes like spraying the baseboards, clean the baseboards, dropping like boric acids in the groove and in the back of my cabinets. And it just, I find that that has been helpful, where I don't see any insects and any pests. So I like to do that once a month, but sometimes like I really like I know I have to do it and I drag my feet. So yesterday when I took the medicine, I was able to do that. The problem started at the end of the day. It was like around midnight, and I think it was still working, but it was around midnight when I realized I couldn't go to sleep, and my stomach was hurting because I didn't eat all day. It suppressed my appetite, so I wasn't hungry for the entire day. And it's not that I didn't forget to eat, I had no desire to eat. And then it was a hard time falling asleep. So I went to sleep maybe around 2 o'clock in the morning, but I was able to get up like around 6:37. Today, I wasn't able to do much. I went outside for some fresh air, because it did give me heart palpitations, a shortness of breath. Like when I take a deep breath, like it hurts, my chest hurts. And both of my knees feel very tight and very tense. And this shoulder feels very tight and very tense. So it was like kind of crickety the way I kind of had to stretch it out. And my hip hurt, one side of my hip hurt. And that's like the heart palpitation, the heart issues is part of the side effects. The hip problem and the just the muscle spasm is also one of the side effects. And the insomnia is one of the side effects. Now, the benefits that it gave me, I can see how it gives you a better quality of life. Honestly, I'm a high functioning person with ADHD. So yes, I may get distracted, but I'm a procrastinator, and what I've learned to do, I can do 8 hours of work in probably 2 to 3 hours. It just makes me more efficient that way. That's how I cope. I'm just able to do a large quantity of work in a short amount of time than a normal person. Something that would take probably somebody 8 to 10 hours to do, I probably could get done in 3 to 4. And that's how I've been able to be successful. I can write a 10-page paper that's due at 11:59. I could start at 10:45 and it's going to be finished. And that's just how I've learned how to cope, right, with and manage my ADHD. So while I did enjoy the clear thoughts, and I can see how, it's a little bit more peaceful to not be overthinking, I don't think my ADHD impedes my life to the point that I need to be medicated long term. But one of the things I do recognize is it makes you a little bit more patient. I felt like I was patient. I wasn't easily frustrated. I felt like I was understood when I was conversing with people. I didn't feel as chatty as normal, because I'm a very chatty person. I'm starting to realize that's just the ADHD. So I'm not as chatty, and when I can express myself better without getting frustrated that I'm being misunderstood. So I do believe it helped with my communication, and I didn't feel snappy, and I didn't feel overwhelmed like I normally do when communicating with people. And I'm starting to realize, like, when you get frustrated and you shut down, you don't want to talk to anybody when you're mad, that's part of ADHD, and that's not normal, because you should still be able to express yourself when you're upset. Like, you should be able to articulate your thoughts, but the thoughts are not coherent, so you kind of just shut down because it becomes too much. So in that aspect, it'll give me a better quality of life there. So what I believe that I'm gonna try a non-stimulant, because it really put me down. Today I had plans to like get up, do my makeup. I did my hair last night. I was gonna get up, do my makeup. I was gonna go outside. I was gonna go to brunch, and I was just gonna vlog and just create some content. And I couldn't do that because of the pain. Like, it's right now, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I woke up at 7:30. I went outside, I went in the sun, but I'm still in pain. And then for the most of the morning, I end up sleeping a lot. Then my son, he made me something to eat. Like, I've eaten 2 yogurts, I've eaten some noodles, and my stomach still hurts. And that is how you get gastrointestinal problems, which is one of the side effects. So they did say that's a side effect, and I can see how that's a side effect because your appetite is suppressed. I'm going to consult, because it was just a test and dose to see how I felt. So I am going to consult with the psychiatrist and see what better medication would suit me and my needs, because I do see a benefit for it, even if it's just the communication part and not getting frustrated with the kids. I will say, as it comes to having patience, I've come a long way. The way I used to be with my oldest kids, I am not that way with my 4-year-old. I have a lot of patience. I'm very understanding, but there is room for improvement, especially because what will happen, so when she starts in the morning, she'll wake up like at 6 o'clock in the morning. And if we're doing activities all day, it'll get to the point where I'll get so overstimulated. And if I go to the bathroom and she comes with me to the bathroom, I'm like, Mama, can I have like a moment? Can I? And she's looking at me like, what moment? No. And I have to kind of like, I start feeling myself get overwhelmed, but she's a baby and she just wants to be around me. So I kind of just have to deal with it. And I'm starting to notice that needing to isolate is part of it, like ADHD, like that need to isolate. Because in any relationship that I'm in, any of my partners will tell you, like, I don't argue with them. I don't argue. I don't have the need to argue. I don't feel the desire to argue. If I feel like you're being argumentative, I can feel myself getting overwhelmed. And I know that I'm going to say something to you that's going to be crazy. I'm gonna say that your father's a bum, your mother's a dummy. Like, I'm going to say some... Happy Monday. Oh. The sun is up. The sun is up and it's shining. I'm on my way to work. Oh, we up early. Oh, okay. Let me tell you, they're already playing Speed Racer in traffic right now. I'm refreshed. One thing that I'm grateful for is that I don't dread Mondays. You know how some jobs you go to and you kind of dreading Monday and you're feeling overwhelmed? I don't dread Mondays. I am a millennial worker. You know, take what you can from that. But I'm a millennial. You know, I'm gonna get the job done. The job is always getting done. But the way I go about it is different. So I supervise some people that are Gen Xers. And the way that the thought process behind getting the work done and my thought process behind getting the work done is two totally different. And people believe work ethic means like working yourself to the bone and killing yourself. That's not what having good work ethic is. You can work your regular 8 hours and have good work ethic if you plan. Planning is key, right? With anything, planning is key. If you plan your second quarter during the fourth quarter, you won't have a hard second quarter. And that's just it. So most people want to just work what they see in front of their face at the time. So if they have a huge mountain in front of their face, they're just like, let me chip at it and let me just go at it. And they going at it. But then there may be mountains behind that, or when you chipping at the mountain, the rubble fall and is creating new little mountains. So that's not how I work. I look at the big picture. I look at the big picture, and I'll do a little bit of today's work, a little bit of tomorrow's work, a little bit of today's work, and as the days roll over, what you'll notice, by the time you get to future tomorrow's work, it may not even exist because you've worked on it today. And that's just how you got to do it. So when I go to work, I'm in a good headspace, you know. I'm in a good headspace. I'm happy. Even, you know, work is going to be work. Things are going to come up. Fires are going to come up. You're going to have to put the fires out. But you can't take it personally. You can't take it personally. You can't take the job personally. And maybe it's because I don't work like one-on-one, like with like interacting with people. I do think when you work with people, you kind of get a little bit exhausted quicker. When you do direct care work, you get exhausted quicker. And you have to know that about yourself. If you know direct care work exhausts you, then you need to find something where you don't interact with people as much. And that's how I do it. Tell you. Actually, I was able to get up and put myself together today. There is this new rooftop bar. Well, it's new to me. I don't know how long they've been open, but it's a new rooftop bar in Fort Lauderdale that I want to try. I may not go today, but I might go like Wednesday in like the middle of the week. I've been like slowing down like on drinking and things, so I don't drink that much. So going to a bar is just like, so I might just go for the num-nums. So I'm gonna go for the aesthetics. What I'm wearing today, I don't know. Like I'm it's a hotel bar, so people in the hotel are probably coming up there and they're probably casual. So I probably can just wear what I'm wearing, but it's not to my standard of what I would wear to the bar. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when I go out, it's an experience for me too. Like, I love dressing up. I think I like dressing up more than I actually like doing the activity. Like, the dressing up is the fun part for me. So I like dressing up. So I'll wait till I can actually put myself together the way I want to be put together. And I probably want to take some pictures. Yeah, because I haven't taken some pictures. I was looking through my phone for some like cute pictures of me, and I haven't had any pictures taken of me. So I want to take a couple of pictures. Either I'm gonna take my my stand, my tripod, and take the pictures, and hopefully it comes out good, or I'll probably just ask like the waiter or something to take a picture, which I've done before. Sometimes they're very agreeable, and then other times they're like, oh, because they're busy. My favorite is the valets at Salt 7 in Fort Lauderdale. They'll sit there and take like a bunch of pictures. They'll sit there, click. They be like, pose like this, pose like this. And I love people like that. I love people who be like, excuse me, can you take my photo? And they're committed to taking the photos and making sure the photos come out good. I love people like that. But I do need to take some new pictures of myself. I haven't had like some full body pictures, and I think it's because last year I really wasn't like liking how pictures was coming out, because for my job I would go to a lot of these conferences and a lot of meetings with like different stakeholders in the community, and like, you know, there was photo ops and we were taking pictures, and I would look at the pictures and I didn't like my arms. I was having the auntie arms, like my arms was looking like real big and stuff, and I didn't like it. So like all the pictures that I took last year, I deleted them. So I don't have any pictures of me last year. I should have kept them. I really should have kept them. But I was just in my head. I didn't like them. And you know how I'm like, because I tend to pose to the side. And when I was posing to the side, it just like magnified like my arms. And the women in my family have like an upside triangle body. So my shoulders are broader than my hips. And I just didn't like, when I gained weight, it accentuated that. Like, I didn't notice before when I was skinny, but once I gained weight, you could really notice that my shoulders was broader than my hips, and I did not like it. So when my arms was looking that big and I just didn't like it. And you know what? It's not just my body. I wasn't dressing for that body type. I didn't know how to dress for that body type. I wasn't paying attention. Now I'm paying attention. Like, now I realize I can't wear too much baggy things on the top and skinny jeans. Like, that makes it look worse. So for my body type, I have to wear off the shoulder things, strapless things, no muscle shirts. No muscle shirts. I learned that the hard way, and I love a muscle shirt. No muscle shirts for me. Unless it's like that knit with a collar and it's a little baggy. It's a certain look. It's a certain way that I can wear sleeveless, but no muscle shirts for me. Good job.
Hey, look.
Yeah.